They're like a professional IG thought, and that's a whole different caliber. All right, y'all, we're going to the gym a tad bit early today just because I cannot sit around dumb people for too much longer. So I don't even care if I go to the gym and just sit in the parking lot for a little bit, but I just gotta get out of there. All right, guys, we are here. Gonna be honest with you, on the way here, I'm feeling kind of like, I don't know, mid. I don't want to say anxious, but it's just like, I feel like there's something in here just like, ugh. So I don't know if I'm going to want to record all this, but who knows? We might. Anyhow, going to do back and biceps here just a tad bit early, but I mean, 10 minutes, that's really nothing. So I'll see you when I get inside. I am needing the pre-workout to kick in because I feel like I needed a nap. I am not good, and this is probably not the best for YouTube or content creation, but I'm not very good at hiding my emotions very well. I'm fucking slugging it right now. Now, I'm hoping within the next 20 minutes we start to get into things, like we start moving, and then attitude just totally switches. But in the beginning, it's like we just got up, and I didn't. So, yeah, that's annoying. But we're gonna start off doing fucking assisted pull-ups. Now, with most of the things that we do today, we're going to try to be, again, we're the mindful lifter, so we're going to be mindful of the negative portion, making sure that we take a couple seconds and we're doing like a controlled movement. So, bringing it up or whatever the fuck, squeeze, and then kind of slower on the negative. Making sure we really get a burn, really get that blood into those muscles. And yeah, I did one set of this. The first one was just like a little warm up. We'll do at least 2 more of these and then move on. Yo, Wednesday's got more of like a 50-50 ratio. That is interesting. Also with these pull-ups, so there's an idea or a principle called time under tension. So the more you increase the time under tension, the more muscle growth you're supposed to get, or more muscular activation there is. So one thing I found is like when I'm lowering myself on this thing, going like 75% of the way down and then going back up. A little bit more than like a half rep, but I'm trying to keep my lats engaged the entire time instead of starting at the top, going down, right? And then I unlock out and then re-engage and pull back up. I'm trying to stay in that engaged position. And for me, it helps to kind of stop the rep a little short, like just a little bit. And that way I feel that engagement all the time. A little bit of an update. Groin is not doing too bad today. So we definitely did not hurt ourselves as much as I thought we did, which was great. Tomorrow doing shoulders should be the last exercise day for the week. So we wouldn't be hitting legs until Monday. I may be okay by then. It's still probably gonna be a light leg day. But I am very grateful that could have turned out way worse than it actually was. Bro, it's just kind of weird to have like boobs on top of like Arnold's chest. All right, guys, look. It's back online, so they got it fixed. So that thing was out of commission for like, say, a little over a week. Not too bad though, so I'll give it to them. They actually fixed the shit. All right, we're moving on to this bad boy, the lat pull down machine. And again, for these, we're gonna do them isolaterally, so one arm at a time. I certainly feel like we're going up on things. I'm finding myself having to increase the weight more and be like, oh, okay. So that's always a good sign. First set went okay, did a lot more than I expected, so we had to bump the weight up. Just resting now, and then we'll start on the next set. Really trying to focus on engaging the lat and squeezing with the lat, so I'm kind of feeling it at the same time. That you might find that helpful, you know, if you kind of put your hand on the muscle. And I would actually encourage this if you're new. That way there you get to feel what feel what the exercise is supposed to feel like. You learn your anatomy, and it helps just develop that mind-muscle connection. later on all throughout your lifting journey. We're gonna go up even more, and thankfully, if I was in not a great mood, the Lord has blessed me with some prime time motivation. All right, thickness, one more set of these. Whew, this is feeling super. I feel like my arm's getting ripped off. That's all I gotta say. I can't think. I'm thinking next we'll do the T-bar rows. I was really liking the T-bar rows last week, and those I'm gonna be focusing more again on my lats, like mid back, and really trying to pivot that bar on the pivot joint. Yeah, pivot point. That cue has helped me kind of engage my lats and really feel that movement. So I'm gonna try to do that again. What I've been doing is just kind of, again, going slow on the negatives, and dude, that has been like really getting your boy right. So definitely think that we're gonna try to do this as long as possible. I think it's a great way to get more out of the same amount of weight, because you don't necessarily need more weight. If you tighten up your form or you're more precise with it, I mean, you can still progress that way. I think people get locked into like progression is simply just adding more weight, and that is one way to progress, but it's not the only way. Okay, we're on a different one of these, as a bag has somehow managed to take the other one, so that'll be fine. I don't really like this one as much, but it'll get the job done. Bro, there's some anatomy in here that's just like that can't even be fucking real. Like how it looks like a child drew you. Like, cause kids' drawings are all like weird dimensions and everything. Bro, dear Lord, thank you for giving me this wonderful gift that you have given me. I am grateful for my ability to move weights, walk. I am able to socialize, be at the gym, and I get to witness and be a part of all your wonderful creations. One thing I really don't like about all the chest supported shit is that for me, it's either it's crushing my sternum and I can't breathe, or it's crushing my diaphragm and I can't breathe. Either way, it's so hard to fucking breathe when I use these machines. Oh man, we got 2 more sets. I think that'll be good. 2 more. We crapped out at like the end of rep 6, so we're right where I want to be. Wednesdays are the day that I need to come in here with a suit, something, because they out here in full force. 1 more with an additional 10 pounds, and then we'll move on to something else. I'm thinking it'll be lat prayers or maybe the pullovers that I'm right next to. We'll see. What I do like about this place, and this is a compliment, but the girls here seem to be more about lifting, like the lifting portion of going to the gym, rather than the cosmetic portion of going to the gym, or the cosmetic aspect. Like at Crunch, you'll see a lot of, I said Instagram thoughts and whatnot before, but like super done up makeup, and like the girls that are doing stuff but not really doing stuff, where it's more about they're at the gym just to like be at the gym and be seen, and like I'm a fit girl, right? But the ones here, they not only are they pretty, but they're actually like doing the fucking weight, they're moving the shit. And the ones that where you want to apply the cosmetic aspect, a lot of them are competitors, so it's like they're doing that at a high level. They're like a professional IG thought, and that's a whole different caliber, and I appreciate that. I didn't expect this place to be that way, but it's been kind of cool. All right, we are doing the pullover, and with this, like I discovered last time, I'm going to concentrate on like pushing against this handlebar and really make like that arcing motion. When I did that last time, I felt a lot more activation than I normally do. Sometimes it can feel kind of awkward, but when I was pushing against the bar, did not feel awkward. It felt like, oh, you motherfucker, you wide ass motherfucker, look at you, you beautiful bitch. So Gonna do that again. That was a doozy. Before we move on to biceps, we're gonna do cable lat prayers. Very similar to the pullover. If I could only choose one, I think I would choose the cable lat prayer, just because it's easily adjustable, get that constant tension the whole time, and I don't really ever have trouble feeling it, so it's consistent in that regard, and I really like that. Just got to talking with good old Johnny Juice, to older gentleman. He was a bodybuilder. He said he was like 3-time, I can't remember, like world champion. His picture's on the wall in here, but he had us guess his age. Dude, the guy is 69, and he's like 6'5". The dude is like a tank. But we were talking about how you don't really need heavy weights and to take care of your joints, and it's all about that time under tension, which just reaffirms what I said earlier. Dude, it's not about the amount of weight you lift, it's how you lift it and the amount of time that your muscle is, trying to move that weight. So I know you see a lot of that online nowadays, like with young kids on all sorts of things, pushing all sorts of weight. I mean, it's cool for the video, but for longevity, you keep that up, it's you're not going to last very long. So, it's only a matter of time before you tear something or fucking fuck your shit up, But yeah, so that's it. We just finished the lat prayers. I'm probably going to start working on biceps now. Got to do some curls, more curls, hammer curls. And we might do some other back stuff once I give my back a little bit of a rest. Okay, I didn't do it last time, so we're going to do it this time. We're doing preacher curls. All right, so we did 40 pounds worth of plates, and then this bar is probably like 10 to 15 pounds, so 50 to 55, not too bad. Got like 7 reps. We're gonna keep going with this. Gonna try to get at least 7 again. I normally have a big drop off with biceps, so we will adjust accordingly, but you know what? I think I might do the myo reps. So regardless, even if I only get 3, I'll take a quick break, and then we're gonna get 7 every time. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We had to stop like twice, but we got 7. Probably gonna do one more set of that, maybe 2. I'm kind of also spotting Johnny Juice on his shoulder presses, so I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. So now we're doing essentially the same thing, but we are standing. So I'm making sure that I don't like to sway either. So straight up, strict form, elbows pretty close to my sides, and really just whoop. All right, for set 2, I had to pause and get the last 2. So we're gonna do the same thing for one more set and probably move on to some hammer curls. I did want to do like a seated row, so we might do some of that. I moved here to get out of the fucking way. When it starts to get crowded, I'm someone who I hate feeling like I'm in the way. And then you just draw a crowd, place gets busier, and I'm like, So I'm kind of contemplating between doing the seated cable rows and the reverse grip curls and hammer curls. Those are the three things that are next to do. I just don't know the order. Seated cable is the answer. So we're gonna do the seated cable row. I'm thinking 3 sets of this. We're gonna do them isolaterally, so one arm at a time, just to really, I need to keep the wideness going. You gotta get nice width. I'm talking chode mode right now. Not too bad, Brotato Chip. I definitely prefer doing the seated cable rows one arm at a time. For me, that really helps me feel it on both sides. When I do them normally, like I can do them and I will feel it, but it doesn't feel as precise, and I do like that precise feeling. So yeah, we're gonna do 2 more sets of those, and then probably hammer curls. Dude, I had some leftover soup last night for dinner, and I have some more waiting for me. This shit was so good. I did make like a steaming bag type of jasmine rice. I had about half the package. I added it to the soup. Now the soup has it's like a tomato-based soup, but it had some ham and all sorts of veggies in it. And dude, that's something like that tastes delicious and is nutritious. It just feeds the soul. in a way that DoorDash could never do. Hammer curls. That was good. I like that over there. Started to get a little sloppy towards the end. Shit was tough, especially on the left side, but stayed with it. Made sure if I needed to pause for a second, I allowed myself to pause. Made sure we got 7. I'm kind of thinking fuck reverse grip curls. That's what I'm thinking right now. I also wanted to do like isolateral pull downs, just with sync cable and then whoop. But I might skip that too. I've been here for, it's almost 2 hours now. Again, totally not necessary, but I have been dicking around here and there. All right, I've made an executive decision. We are going to do kind of like a superset, but reverse grip 30. I am on the last set of hammer curls. Depending on how this goes, I shouldn't say it's a superset. We're just gonna jump right into the reverse grip. Not too bad, so we'll do 2 more sets of those reverse grips.